Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Local Beats of the semester, your one-stop shop for all things music. I'm your host, Nate Day.
And I'm your host, Aubrey Kerr, the light of Nate's life. Tonight, we'll be sitting down with Southern Colorado band At Your Worst. And after that, we'll be sitting down with CSU students to see how well they knew music in 2017.
But first, let's review this week in music news with apparently the light of my life.
Thanks, Nate. What's up, Rams? Welcome back to another semester of hot gossip. Let's jump right in. Last Sunday night, the 60th Grammys took over Madison Square Garden in New York with music awards and, of course, controversy. Kendrick Lamar opened the show with a politically charged number. He went on to win 4 Grammys, including Best Rap Album Performance. Although he wasn't able to win Record of the Year, Album of the Year, and Song of the Year, Bruno Mars swept all of those categories. With his wins came mixed feelings. Several fans took to Twitter to denounce the wins, claiming Kendrick was robbed, along with Logic, for his suicide prevention song 1-800-273-8255. Also, Despacito, which would have been the first primarily Spanish-speaking song to ever win Record of the Year, won nothing. Despacito is one of only 18 songs to be certified diamond. Carolina Moreno of Huffington Post wrote that the song was robbed at the Grammys, along with Grammys' inability to recognize the marginalization and segregation of Latin music in the industry is devastating. The Recording Academy also paid tribute to the 58 lives lost in a mass shooting last July with a performance by Eric Church, Maren Morris, and Brothers Osborne. Despite that touching tribute, some fans were also upset over the lack of tribute to Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington. MTV received backlash over their botched tribute to Bennington last August, so fans had high hopes for the Grammys, which was not met. Fuse TV tweeted, "Wait, why wasn't there a Chester Bennington tribute at this year's Grammy ceremony? Am I crazy?" Sharing the confusion many had for the lack of tribute to these two rock legends. If the Grammys outcomes weren't bad enough for you, after backlash from the lack of female winners, the president of the Recording Academy also said women need to step up if they want to win more Grammys. I don't know how much more chart-topping singers like Lorde, Kesha, Cardi B, and Beyonce need to do to step up to get recognition. All right, on to more gossip and less depressing but unsurprising news about the lack of female among the winners at the Grammys. Camila Cabello wants to collab again with hit star Ed Sheeran, despite not using their first collab on her self-titled album as a single. According to the list, Cabello commented saying, "I definitely want to do something with him again. I think that's definitely going to happen. I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen from his side, but I'm going to trick him." Good luck with that, girl. I believe that you could trick him into singing with you again. You're a star. Last but not least, it's my girl, Britney. According to the list, she is adding 2 more tour dates up to her final Piece of Me tour due to an outrageous demand. She will be performing now at Atlantic City, New Jersey, Borgata, and a second London date at the O2 Arena because tickets sold out in seconds. Sadly, no dates for Colorado, which I don't know about you, but it kind of drives me crazy. All right, Rams, that's all the gossip and news I have for you tonight.
Thanks, Aubrey. We'll be right back with At Your Worst.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
I'm Aubrey Kerr.
And I'm Nate Day.
And we're here with At Your Worst. How are you guys doing today?
We're good. Good to be here, thanks.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us a little bit about your band. What kind of music do you guys play?
I guess the best to be described as a post-hardcore pop punk mix.
Yeah. Awesome. So who are some of your biggest influences then, if that's the case?
Day to Remember.
Day to Remember.
Okay.
Under Oath.
Sweet. You got a tattoo for them?
Yes.
That's awesome. Good for you. So I understand you guys have some new music lately. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing lately, just trying to write some new music.
Cool. And you've got a single out right now?
Yes.
And what's that called?
It is called Secure.
Secure? That's awesome. Where can people check it out if they're interested?
We put out Spotify, because I use Spotify a lot, so anyone else
Got that
who
premium?
does. Yep.
Premium.
And then we also put out a music video for the song as well.
Oh, awesome.
So you can find that on YouTube or our Facebook page.
Sweet. And what else are you guys working on? I thought I heard that you guys have you're working on an EP right now.
Yeah, basically, just writing new songs because a little while ago, when we first started out, we were a 5-piece band, but then we had some member changes, so now we're a 4-piece. So we had 2 guys leave, brought 1 guy in, so we're, for a while, getting him up to speed. And then he has an amazing voice, so he can do a lot of clean vocals. So
Sweet.
We've been writing new songs
Based off his voice, yeah.
using his abilities.
Awesome. So what is that process like for you guys when you're writing and recording a song? I mean, does one of you write more than the other? Do you all write together?
Collab.
It's kind of different each time, you know. It'll usually either start with me and Isaac just writing a guitar part, and then Chris will throw some drums on it, and then just kind of mold it from there.
I usually start with guitars, yeah.
Awesome.
And then, yeah, it'll either be me starting with a riff or idea, or Tim, and then we'll show it to each other and just start from there. Usually we'll write the whole song with guitars first, then Chris will make drums to it, and then we'll add vocals.
That's awesome.
I am like very, very curious. How did you all meet? Like, how did this band form?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Gonna need a longer interview. No.
Yeah, well, we all known each other since we were about 13, so like a decade now.
Yeah.
So we tried to make music before. It was not that good, to be honest. So we kind of regrouped after we graduated high school. And then, like you said, we had other friends, and then we had member changes, and then our 4th member is not here right now, but we met him through playing shows. He has a band called the Rage Tones, which is a 2-piece acoustic like ska band right now. And we liked him so much, so we asked him to be in the band. So then it was just a perfect fit, and that's where we are.
So what all is included in the band right now? So how many guitars, like lead,
So
backup, anything?
I do the screaming vocals.
The
and
screaming, what is a screaming vocal?
Well, pretty much what it sounds like.
Does that hurt? I mean, I hear
If you
people
do
that.
If you do it wrong, it hurts.
But you do it right?
I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah.
I just kind
for you.
of yell stuff and hope for the best.
Good, yeah. That sounds like my regular day, too. What about you?
Oh, me? I play guitar.
Okay,
Maybe scream vocals once in a while.
once in a while.
You know, be angsty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. And you're on drums?
Yeah, I'm on drums. Sometimes I yell some background stuff.
Oh, yeah?
And then,
We all just need to get it out.
So is there any like solid like melody, or is it all just screaming
there's-
vocals?
Our 4th member,
Ever since we
Jesse,
got a new guy, yeah, there's
Jesse.
been
he plays bass and does the clean vocals.
Sweet.
Clean vocals as opposed to the screaming vocals.
yeah.
I love it.
And how do you learn to do screaming vocals correctly?
YouTube.
You too.
That's how most people do it. Me personally, I just
Scream.
started doing it.
Yeah?
There's like I didn't have no one like teach me. I didn't really try learning off the internet. I just tried doing it myself and filling it out.
Good for you.
So
Are there any
figured it
like
out.
inspirations for screaming vocals? I've really never heard of this before.
oh yeah, like we mentioned before, Day to Remember is like one of my favorite bands. So they're architects, yeah, like metalcore bands.
Cool. So back in the early days of the band, when you guys were in high school, was it the same kind of music?
No.
No?
A little bit.
It was a little bit more poppy.
Yeah?
But like, well, yeah, because Isaac didn't really have his screaming voice yet. And
Yeah, that's when we first started out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it develops over time,
Oh,
your
yeah.
screaming voice.
And what about the band name? Was it At Your Worst back
No.
then, too?
Oh no, we started off as Second Glance.
Second
Second
Glance.
Glance.
We don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, I'd
We
say,
won't get
Those are
into that
dark
then.
times.
I'd say that about.
That's
Yeah,
kind of like Voldemort. It's one of those things
Yeah.
we don't say.
Don't say it out loud.
No.
Okay,
Never
wow.
speak of it.
So what
I won't
about
ask any more about
At Your
it.
Worst? What is the inspiration for that?
like the
Title.
band itself or the name?
The name.
You came up with it.
yeah, you know, just music for people who are feeling down and at their worst. I want to try to tell them we're feeling the same.
Yeah.
You know.
I like that.
Awesome. So what about any upcoming shows, live shows?
Well, yeah, there's
Not on
nothing
the books?
You know, in the Pueblo scene, there's not really much to do. You know?
Right.
There's no venues or nothing. It's mostly bars. And
So are you guys looking to break out of Pueblo, or is this
Yes,
just
for
kind of a
sure.
hobby for you guys?
want to start touring pretty soon.
Awesome.
Yeah, because we played like up north, like we played Springs, Denver. We're trying to get up here, so yeah, we're kind of just trying to move along and spread out as far as we can.
Yeah.
Our next goal, I feel like, is getting out of state.
Yeah.
Playing the surrounding areas like New Mexico and Utah. And
That's awesome.
Where's like a place you have always wanted to play, like dreamed of like holding a concert? Red Rocks?
That'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, thank you guys so much for sitting down with us today. We really appreciate it. And where can people check out your music if they feel so inclined?
best place is probably Spotify or our YouTube
If
page.
you go to Facebook, it has most of the links.
Yeah, our main social media site that we use is Facebook. We post anything that, like any music or anything we put out, we'll post about it on Facebook.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. This
Thank
has
you
been
so
At
much.
Your Worst.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Hey Rams, thanks for tuning in. It's time for your first music history lesson of the year. First of all, let's wish a huge happy birthday to Justin Timberlake, who's celebrating 37 today, which means roughly 25 years without that weird top ramen frosted tip hairstyle. So congrats on that, Justin. Today also marks the day that ABBA's Mamma Mia knocked Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody out of the #1 slot on the charts after riding high for 9 weeks. They're both great songs, so choosing which one is better is on you. Yesterday was the anniversary of the Shirelles hitting #1 on the charts for the first time, making them the first girl group ever to reach that milestone. The song is called Will You Love Me Tomorrow and is still considered by many to be one of the best pop songs to come out of the 60s. 10 years later, songwriting legend Carole King would release her version of the song on her iconic album Tapestry, bringing it to the top of the charts yet again. Yesterday was also the anniversary of the band Kiss making their debut appearance in Queens. They had just changed their name from Wicked Lester, which was probably a good move. In the late 80s, Tiffany was on top of the charts with I Think We're Alone Now, which was basically her only song worth paying any attention to. Fun fact, the song is actually a cover of Tommy James and the Shondells song. It was also Phil Collins' birthday yesterday, and we should all be thankful because I do not want to imagine a world without those silky smooth 80s synth jams. Tomorrow marks a massive day in music history. It was the first time that the RCA sold a 45, which is a smaller vinyl record that only has 2 songs on it. An A-side with a great single and a B-side with some crappy tune that needed the sales. This invention made jukeboxes possible and made it much easier to track sales numbers of singles. As of tomorrow, Blondie's hit Call Me will be 38 years old. It was originally recorded for the soundtrack of the movie American Gigolo, but it became one of the band's biggest hits and helped give way to modern punk rock and pop punk. You all know that I love me some Kelly Clarkson, so I have to recognize that in 2009, she made the biggest leap to #1 in the charts in history. Her song, My Life Would Suck Without You, debuted at 97, but jumped immediately to #1 without any stops along the way in 1 week. At this point in 2014, the petition to deport Justin Bieber hit 100,000 signatures, the minimum requirement to be reviewed by White House staff. Obviously, that one didn't pan out. I guess there's too much Bieber fever in the White House, so here's to looking at you, Obama. And because I'm a font of useless knowledge, you can catch me every Monday on CTV's YouTube channel for more history in our new segment, Music History Mondays.
Thanks, Nate. This Monday on Beats on the Streets, we took to the plaza to find out what songs motivate the students here at CSU.
Hi Rams, welcome to Beats on the Street.
Beats on the Streets!
I'm Nate Day.
And I'm Aubrey Kerr.
And today we're out here on the plaza to ask some people some music trivia questions.
Let's get started.
How's it going today?
Not bad.
Not bad. What's your name?
Julia.
And what are you studying, Julia?
Journalism and media communications.
Oh, awesome. Me too. What year are you?
I'm a freshman.
Oh, good for you. What's your name, dude?
I'm sorry.
Brett.
Brett, what are you studying?
Journalism and communications. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, you're welcome, Brett.
And we are here with Abby Shirtz. Abby Shirtz, what is your major and what year are you?
I'm an HGFS major and I'm a junior.
Nice, nice. We are here with
Quinn Miller.
Quinn Miller. Quinn Miller, what is your major and what year are you?
Well, I study human development and family studies with a concentration in intervention and prevention sciences, and I am a second-year student.
Oh, amazing.
So what was your favorite song of 2017?
I really liked Weak by AJR.
My favorite song was Closer by the Chainsmokers.
I don't have one. Trick question. They're all good songs.
Every single song?
Every single one of them.
Well, you heard it here first.
What was the worst song of 2017?
Anything by Bruno Mars, 'cause I don't like it.
You don't like Bruno Mars. Can you tell me why?
He's too short.
Did Despacito come out this year?
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. That was such a jammer.
I did not like that one.
Okay.
No.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Okay, I went to Decadence, and I got there early to hit Porter, and I went to some guy named Borgor before, and everything he played was absolute garbage.
With a name like Borgor, that's
Yep,
exactly what I would
What
expect. Last question. Can you name all 5 members of One Direction?
Zayn, Liam, Harry, Niall, and the last one.
The last one?
I don't remember. Wait.
What is the last one?
I don't really know. Can you tell us how many albums Taylor Swift has put out in her whole entire singing career?
I'm gonna go with 12.
Way less.
5.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to Beats on the Streets with your favorite show,
Local Beats.
Bye.
I cannot believe that Julia doesn't like Despacito. I stand that song forever.
I believe in everyone's right to hate or stream whatever songs they want. Which brings us to our next segment, our music countdown. These are the most played tracks in the United States according to Spotify.
Coming in at number 5 is Rockstar by Post Malone and 21 Savage. By the way, don't you think that Tim from At Your Worst kind of looks like Post Malone?
Wait, that wasn't him? Then why did I get his autograph? Oh well. Number 4 is Narcos by Migos.
Climbing up to number 3 is the Finesse remix by Bruno Mars featuring Cardi B. Gotta love that throwback to New Age swing.
And the number 2 slot is another one by Migos, Stir Fry. Do they also have the number 1 slot?
Sadly, they do not. Coming in at number 1 is Drake's song God's Plan.
Out of all of them, I am partial to the one with my girl Cardi B. Did you know their music video was inspired by the early 90s sketch comedy series In Living Color? I wonder if I have a future in stand-up.
Sure, Aubrey, just get your degree first, okay? All jokes aside, January can be a tough month for many individuals who suffer from depression and season-affective disorder. They can find themselves struggling to remain positive in the post-holiday season.
So we've compiled a list of songs that motivate us to get through this cold month.
Number 5 is I Lived by Colorado's own One Republic. In an interview with People magazine, it was revealed that the inspiration for the song was the famous quote from the late and great Robin Williams film, Dead Poets Society.
Number 4 is the pop-punk classic, The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. This song definitely got me through middle school, and I still play it when I need a little pick-me-up.
The third song goes to my girl Kelly with her song Stronger, What Doesn't Kill You. And yes, I do know the entire dance to that song.
Coming in at number 2 is a more recent song, Still Breathing by Green Day. Frontman Billy Joe Armstrong told Rolling Stone that he hopes this track makes people happy and creates a difference in some way just by people recognizing themselves in the song.
And last but certainly not least is the timeless classic, Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. It's our top choice, a song that has been motivating people since 1981.
We'll be right back after this short break to play a game with fellow CSU students to test just how well they know the music of 2017.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
You are listening to 90.5 KCSU Fort Collins with DJ Mean Beats,
DJ Nightshade, DJ Wildcard. Music to me is one of the best creative outlets that I can think of. An escape from the real world.
Music to me is an expression of love.
Go from like folk to hip hop to like classic rock, 1960s bossa nova. With music, there's like no boundaries.
I work here because I love music, and you do too.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
We're here with 3 lovely CSU students to test their 2017 music trivia. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys?
Well, how's it going? I'm Hunter.
How's it going? I'm Hunter.
How's it going? I'm Jared.
All right, and we're going to play a little trivia. So, question number 1, and just grab the duck and Big Bird when you think of the answer. Who performed at the 2017 Super Bowl halftime show? Was it Britney Spears, Beyonce, or Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga.
Right. Which Santana song does the DJ Khaled song Wild Thoughts sample from? Was it Maria Maria, Black Magic Woman, or Smooth?
Boom, Maria Maria.
True. Come on, Hunter.
What? I got it.
Which country singer was featured on a Green Day song in 2017? Was it Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert, or Faith Hill?
Take a guess, bud.
I got no idea.
Carrie Underwood.
Wrong.
Faith Hill.
Nope. Last one.
Just say the other
There's one more.
What was the last one?
It's Miranda Lambert.
Miranda Lambert.
No one gets a point there. All right. Who inspired Cardi B's song Bodak Yellow? Was it Kodak Black, Offset, or Drake?
Kodak Black.
Boom. You are lagging. Okay. Which indie rock band dropped the album Wonderful Wonderful? Was it the Arctic Monkeys, the Killers, or Portugal the Man?
Portugal the Man.
Wrong.
The Killers.
True. All right.
Keep up, keep up.
I'll try.
What was the name of the first single off of Taylor Swift's Reputation album? There's no multiple choice. You're going to have to guess.
Oh, gosh.
Just name any Taylor Swift song at this point.
Look what you made me do.
Yes!
Boom, there we go.
Good job.
Hey, great game.
All right.
It's good fun.
This is a
We have a little more.
this is
Oh, we got more.
this is
I
a
thought that
good
was
question. This is a good question. Who sings Despacito?
Louis Fonsi.
Yes, and
JB. Justin Bieber.
it's
Depends on which
Daddy
one.
Yankee, but yes,
Okay,
in the
yeah.
remix. That's good. That's good. All right. What pop singer sings Praying? I'll give you a hint. She sang a song called Take It Off. Really, really big in like the 2010s.
What is Kesha?
Yes, very, very good. All right, guys, that's all the time that we have to play our trivia game, but thank you guys for coming on.
I got one.
You did great.
Honestly, I don't think I would have even known the answers to all of those questions. It's finally time for Sounds Around Town, where I tell you the upcoming shows to look forward to for the month of February. In February at the Aggie Theater, you can catch ZZ Ward with Billy Raffle on February 1st, Right Minded Project 432 with special guests on February 16th, and Motionless in White on February 25th. At Washington's, you can see Devotchka February 14th and Carl Denison's Tiny Universe on February 16th. And finally, at Hodie's Half Note, you can see Post Paradise with Hold Fast and Citral on February 9th, and Wish You Were Pink with Boogie Mammoth and special guests on February 24th. In case you missed any of those dates or want to find out more shows, you can find them all on our Facebook page. It's only January, and I'm honestly really excited about seeing where the music world will take us this year. I'm Nate Day, and we'll see you next month, where I'll be forced to listen to nauseating love songs. Gag me, can't wait.